So what this really is about is a checkout trip, trying to get acquainted with the bike, learn any quirks that it might have to keep us reliable and running out on the trail. Oh, kind of a boring road, but at least we're getting some hours, some time in the seat. That's good. It's all good. I do hope I don't pop a flat today on these rocks, because you can get a pinch flat where the tire will bottom out on the rim and kind of catch the tube in between and pinch it flat. Wouldn't be good today because I left my tool bag at home, meaning home in Florida. So don't have access to that today. So I'm trying to stick to navigable roads where if I have an issue, they can come and get me with the pickup. Here. Wonderful day. High 50s. In fact, let's take a look here what we got. 1,400 feet. Yeah, 60 degrees. Can't observe the scenery too much because you don't want to be surprised by a rock in the wrong spot. So I'm trying to keep the eye on the road. So the goal each day is not to go fast or rowdy, but to get home in one piece without going down too hard, or I should say at all. Wow, some of these rocks really have some sharp edges facing you. Could really challenge the tire. Just a perfect day to be out here. Boy, this bike has a lot of power. Most agile bike I've ever been on. At the same time, most power, lightest weight. It's a great combination. It's a nice hill climb. Well, let's see what's over the edge here. Oh, not bad. Oh, how beautiful. Check it out. Oh, I can see it's mostly four-wheelers out here running around. Making a lot of dust there in the distance. Yeah, very nice. 1,800 feet. So we've come up a ways. Yeah, we're a fair piece away from our starting point. Due east. 6 miles. Plenty of fuel today. Yeah, I really like this bike, and the seat is much better. The last time I was out with the stock seat, it was really trying. Very steep here. The camera won't show it, but if you lock up brakes on both tires, they just slide. Wouldn't stop you at all. Oh, a nice little ridge. I think we'll take the easy way down. Oh yeah. Probably hear the brakes, the wheel skidding back there. Complete lack of rear tire rotation, you're still moving along. All right, let's take this one. It would be something to see these washers when it's raining and flooding. Yeah, a lot of loose sand here washed in. Kind of like pea gravel. Time for some water. Tires are still up, so that's good. The idle's a little higher than I like, so it's set a little high right now. Normally would like it a little lower, but I've heard two things about it. One is with the new engine control unit, they say because it runs richer, it resolves the lean problem with the stock bike. It needs to be a little more open throttle when you start, so they recommend a higher RPM setting for the idle. And their recommendation is actually very close to what it is from the factory recommendation. I think they say they want it higher primarily to make sure the oil pressure stays up. But so we're running a little higher today. It's at or just a little over what they recommend for stock. Okay. That's fun, little family out. Girls running around on the four-wheeler. Beautiful day for it. Keep your toes up when you're riding these through this terrain. This isn't real deep rocks, but the hazard would be that your foot being on the peg and you're sitting forward, it's awfully tempting to have your foot rotate down so your toe is lower than the peg, angled forward. And the problem with that is you could hook a rock or something and it would proceed to wrap your foot around the foot peg, and that would almost make a bad day. So the goal is to keep your balls of your feet up on the pegs. as opposed to the arch. These washes aren't quite as much fun. I'm having to take it a little easier because of the pea gravel pushes you around more than I'm used to, and since we're still getting acquainted, I don't want to push my luck. So we'll see if we can find a way up out of this wash. Yes, he's kicking us around pretty good. Not seeing any trails out just yet. And there's no flash flood coming, so that's good. Can you imagine that, being in one of these and there's a storm, you know, 30 miles away, and next thing you know, you got a wall of water coming at you. I wonder if we got a trail over here. Yeah, perhaps. What we're trying to do on the way out here is just get lost. The unit that I'm using, you can have it record your tracks where you're going, and so if you need to, you can follow your track back out. I've never done that yet, but because the other thing you can do is you set a waypoint when you leave. Like you can see that here, we've got, if we zoom out here, where are we? Let's get back to where we're at. Yeah. So you can see we're the little red thing here, and our waypoint 2 is over here. So if you ever head back, you kind of keep moving your in the direction, you know, take trails that generally go in the direction you want to get back to your waypoint. So as long as I have that running and operational, we're pretty good. If we lose that, well, that'll be interesting. Oh, here's a nice little run up a hill. Let's take that one instead of going down here. Oh yeah, nice. A little wheelie over a rock. Oh, this thing locks up so nice. Great low end power. You can see I didn't have to rev too much. The lug on the low end does a great job. Now we'll take this little one slower and first see how we do. If we lose any traction, it's a different kind of test. Even with this mostly street kind of rear tire, it slides around a fair amount, but it's not offending too bad. It is sliding around more than you'd like. I don't know if it'll get helped when we put the more aggressive tires on this for our ride, but perhaps. This is a road to nowhere, I guess. That's all right. That's interesting. Now the bike's idling lower. It does that sometimes. Not exactly sure why. A little view over here, maybe. Looks like we had horses out here. We got some manure laying around. And it's probably a good place for a picture. That'll be nice. We should do some of that while we're out here, huh?